Hey guys, this is Same Sex Dialogue Episode 3, and we're going to be talking to you about gay parenting and just incorporate some of our own experiences with that. And hopefully you'll learn something from it today, and we're going to have a good show for you today. And here we go.
Are you ready? It's time for Same Sex Dialogue Podcast, where you'll hear the most entertaining discussions about gay topics, current events, and news. We speak our mind and nothing is off the table. Now, here are your hosts, K-Town and the super sexy fashion queen herself, Kim Style.
Hey guys, this is Kim Style. Thanks for joining us today. We have a great show. We're going to talk about gay parenting and possibly co-parenting with your ex.
Yes.
Because actually that's what K-Town and I do. We are both parents, and we co-parent with her ex, actually, if you can believe that or not. We're going to tell you a little bit about that and how we do that and how we manage everything, and we all get along.
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation.
It is, but it works.
Yeah,
People
it
won't believe it, and people come to our house actually say, wow.
They can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe you all have worked this out so smoothly. I'm actually proud, by the way.
We should be. It's how adults should act.
That's right. First things first, so I have an email to answer.
You go ahead, and I'm going to
once again, it's directed towards Kim Style. So I'm going to read it, and I'm going to answer it.
All right.
It says, Dear Kim Style, I am enjoying listening to your show. Just wanted to know, do you or have you ever played sports? Just curious. Randy. All right. Well, that's random.
Where does these come from?
That's random. Well, Random Randy, if you count hula hoop as a sport, then yes, and I have the blue ribbons to prove it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that funny? I remember field day, like in elementary school. I'd be like, I don't want to go to school today. They're going to make me run. And my mom would say, yeah, but you get to hula hoop. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I have all these blue ribbons and a hula hoop.
That's cute, babe. You know it.
Yeah, I know. But it's only sport I've ever played. And I was really good at it.
I didn't know it was a sport.
It is to me. Hula
That's
hoop.
too funny.
I have all these little blue ribbons for a hula hoop.
I'm enjoying all these questions that you get.
Isn't that funny?
They're funny. Yeah, they are.
It is funny. But
they are.
An actual sport, I have to say, no, I have never played, never had desire. I have sat in the bleachers and watched and cheered.
Yes, you have.
But to play a sport, no, and thank you for asking, Random Randy.
All right. We enjoy that.
Thanks for listening. That's right. Thanks for listening.
Now, I'm going to talk to you about a little gossip here that I've heard, and it's about Halle Berry.
Oh, you love your celebrities. I know you do. Hang on, I need a drink of champagne on that one. You know I'm only here for the champagne and free Chanel bags. Go ahead, baby.
Halle Berry, once again, has, she's going through a breakup, bless her heart.
What?
Again.
What?
Yes, Oliver Martinez and her have been married, 2 years. And so they announced their divorce. And so I hadn't heard this, but I'm really not really surprised about it, because...
She's only been married 17,000 times.
I don't believe it's her fault, baby. It can't be her fault.
Come on, are you serious?
I'm serious.
You're biased. She is the
fault.
Common denominator in all these quote-unquote breakups / divorces. I mean, she's supposedly the most sexy, most beautiful woman on the planet.
Yeah, but you know what? She's a good person. She got to be a good person.
You better tread lightly.
I don't think the men can handle her, honestly. I really
You better
don't.
tread lightly right now.
You know what I mean, babe? I'm serious. I just don't think they can handle her. Or it could be her, her extra toe. I didn't think about that.
She does have 6 toes on each feet. each foot.
Yeah.
What? Where's the grammar police when I need them?
It could be that, but I don't know.
You know,
I feel
when you
sorry
told
for
me
her, though.
that, I Googled it.
You did?
I Googled Halle Berry's toes. She really does have an extra toe on each foot.
We had a ball with that one. Remember, we Googled Oprah Winfrey's toes and
No.
Naomi Campbell's toe. Oh,
Don't pick
my
on my
God.
girl. You know, I'm loving me some Naomi.
Sometime
I love Naomi
at
Campbell.
some point, an 18-wheeler ran over her feet. I'm
No,
serious.
you didn't. Yes, you did.
She was wearing kitty shoes for her entire life.
What about Paris Hilton?
Oh my gosh,
She wears size 11.
that's ridiculous.
I'm serious. That's more than 2 of my feet put together.
That's funny. I mean, her feet are big. They are really big. But, you know, she can't help it. But anyway, Christina Milian and Lil Wayne, are you surprised?
Well, I'm surprised they were actually together at one point.
Well, I thought she had more sense than
Wait.
fall for his.
Is this recent?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's recent. I mean, I just found out about it. So, I mean, I don't know. But anyway.
Does her
I'm not-
daughter, is he her baby daddy?
I don't think they had kids together. No.
Because she does have a daughter.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
it's
okay.
about him.
All
No,
right.
that's the dream. Her and the dream had a kid together, but
The
you
dream
think
is
she
a
would
person.
learn
The
by
dream
being with the dream, not to be with Lil Wayne either.
sounds like
So,
a nightmare, not
I
a
don't know.
dream.
But anyway, I'm not surprised about it. You know, it is what it is.
Oh, are you serious right now? Are you serious?
You hate that, don't you? It is what it is.
Yeah. What does that phrase even mean? It is what it is. That's a whole nother
I'm
episode,
tired of hearing
baby.
it. I'm tired of hearing it. That's for sure. Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna have an episode on that one. but-
anyway, we're going to talk about gay parenting.
Yes,
And
because we have a lot of experience in that.
yes, we do. And I have a son that was actually, he came to me unexpected, and I took him on a whim, and I haven't regretted it. However, when
It's
I
so
took
admirable of you, baby.
him, thank you, honey, thank you.
Absolutely.
I did not want him to go into a foster home, but I was in a long-term relationship that really was nearing its end because some things that had happened, but I knew at some point down the road we would have to co-parent together.
Mm-hmm.
And with most relationships, for some reason, you know, sometimes you have some issues with the new person that you with, and that did dawn on me, you know, that they would not want me to be around her anymore or try to come.
Well, you did experience
yeah,
that
I did.
at one point,
I did.
actually.
I did experience it. And
Before me, by the way. Let me just say,
yes,
before me.
someone much more immature and silly. But yeah, I did go through that, and it just makes it hard.
It
When
makes
that
it
happens.
almost impossible.
It does.
Coming from a mother myself, of course, my child, I actually had a baby, and his daddy, when I divorced him, it would be like someone coming in my life and not wanting his daddy in his life. So
Right.
when I came into your life, I knew that I couldn't do that to your child.
Yeah.
I knew that this child, he was 4 at the time, and he already knew he had 2 mommies.
Right.
So who was I to come into your life and say, your ex can't be in your life? That would be the most selfish thing
It's
that
absolute
anyone can do.
selfishness. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's selfishness and it's insecurities. I
Right.
knew when I met you that, you know, you were over that relationship, but that was your child's quote-unquote other mommy.
Right.
So it would be very selfish of me to say, she can't come around.
Yeah. And I'm glad you never done that to me or
Yeah.
made me have to make that choice.
Yeah.
It's wrong to do that.
It is wrong to do that to the child. I know that, you know, you guys have a history. It was a long relationship, but I know you love me.
Right.
And it hasn't, the situation with your child has nothing to do with you and me.
Right.
And our relationship and your love for me and my love for you.
Right.
And he looks at, he has it made because he has 3 mommies now, because he looks at me as, I want to.
You're his favorite.
Technically, I'm number 3, but in his heart, I'm number 1.
Yes, you really are.
I mean,
you know it. The moment you showed up, the moment you met him, I disappeared. I'm serious.
I mean, he clung on to me like a little monkey. He just hung on. Remember the first time I met him?
Yes.
I'll never forget that. He cried when you took him away from me, and I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe. I think it was that feminine energy.
Yes.
You know, because he will look at me still. I mean, he is 8.5 now.
Yes.
He still asks me sometimes in the mornings when I take him to school, he'll say, "Is Mama Tina, is she a boy or is she a girl?" I mean, he's so confused.
I know he is.
By your manliness. And I always answer him, always, because I'm not a professional. This is the best answer I've came up with, is I say, well, I understand your confusion, but she is a girl that acts like a guy.
Right.
And that will sustain him for a while.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, he'll call you mister.
Yeah.
Because we goof around at the house all the time. He'll say, "Don't say that, mister." And you and I just look at each other. It's so funny. He's still so confused about
he is
how manly you are and how hardcore. Because he thinks, because you act like a guy.
But he still calls me mommy.
He still calls you mommy.
Yeah, he still calls me mommy. And he knows I'm his mama. And he tells his little friends I'm his mama. And so, that is one thing that if someone that looks like me, as manly as I am, a child would be. And I have, it's not just him. I mean, I've stepped in someone's house before to go buy something. I think a TV. And the little girl was standing there. She was like, "Are you a girl or are you a boy?"
Oh, gosh.
I said,
oh, my gosh.
That's a good question. I said, "I'm a girl." You know,
that
but
reminds
it's
me.
honest.
Oh, kids are brutally honest.
Yeah,
They're
they
so
really are.
brutally honest. It's actually cute, and I wish we would all remain that way. But I also had another friend that had a niece and a nephew, and they are so confused by the manliness of a woman such as yourself.
Right.
And she would pick her niece up, and the little girl would look at her, and she'd say, "You're a boy, girl." She would just study her and say, "You're a boy, girl." It's so cute. They just don't know.
I know they don't know. It is cute, but it has no bearing on the outcome of their sexuality. Or it doesn't mess them up in the head.
No, because our son is all boy and loves girls.
Yes.
Loves beautiful girls. Loves them. Yes. He'll say, "Mama Kim, you're the most beautiful girl in the world. You're the most beautiful girl on the planet."
He does. It has no bearing on that. Any kind of negative effect on the child.
No. He's so precious. But, co-parenting with your ex, back to that subject, it can be easy. It can be easy if you're adult about it. And if there's no feelings between the two.
Right. It can absolutely work because our relationship has transitioned to something of just respect for each other.
That's right.
And just trying to do what's best for him.
Just
now.
Co-parenting.
That's it.
You're in my life because we have a child together.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I help her when she needs it. I mean, because it's the right thing to do.
That's right. Because she's helping you raise your child.
That's right. Absolutely.
And it does help that she and I get along really well.
Yeah. And she's really sweet.
She is a sweet person.
She's a very sweet person.
And
he just couldn't be without her.
Yeah, he really depends on her a lot. Right. And he's, we haven't said this. He's only 8. He's about 8.5 at this point. So, life is really good for him. Not only does he have 2 mommies, he has 3 mommies that he can count on and depend on.
He really does.
That loves him very much.
I don't think I've ever asked you this, but have you ever had any issue with, your ex, and your ex?
Oh.
Your son's father.
Actually, no. He when he knew that I was going to start or came out and started dating women, he came to me. Someone else told him, of course, someone outed me. But he said, Kim, he said, someone told me that you were dating a woman. He wouldn't say that you're a lesbian. He couldn't say those words. He said, but I know you as a person, and I know you as a mother. He said, I support you no matter what. He said, just be happy. But I have no qualms with that because you're still the best mom you can be to our child.
Right.
And at that
How
point...
mature of him to say that.
Absolutely. And at that point, we were co-parenting. And I told him, I will never interfere in who you're dating as long as they're good to our child.
Right.
And he said, I'll never do the same. So we had a great mutual respect for each other at that point.
That's great. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. But yeah, I mean, it's necessary. It's necessary. And if you see it as anything different, then that's just immaturity on your part.
We've heard some horror stories about just, people just can't get along. And I'm thinking, you know what? If nothing else, get along in front of the kids.
That's right.
If nothing else, tear down the walls if you have to while they're at school. But when you go to school and you pick that child up, you need to be getting along. Yeah. Because that does affect them. It seriously affects them.
Absolutely. And, we have a friend right now who is just going through a lot of issues right now with a previous relationship where she was married, and everything just fell apart when she started to date women. So he, is basically making her life hell right now. Trying to fight that. And it's she's basically had to remove herself from social media and can't really go anywhere. It's just hard, and I feel sorry for her. But all that's unnecessary, honestly. But their child is a teenager.
Yeah, and
can you imagine how she feels seeing that happen?
And the kids always suffer if you fight in front of them. They suffer, and we don't want the kids to suffer by all means, because for some reason when they're kids, they don't know not to assume the responsibility of your parents fighting, right. And that's why you should never do it in front of them. It's just too detrimental for them. But on a lighter note, our friends have just told us they just got married and that they are going to do artificial insemination.
Yes.
And one of them actually already has a child, and the other one, the younger one of the two, is going to have a baby. Yes, they just got married in September. I want to say congratulations and that we love you. I know you're listening out there, so
that's very, very exciting.
I know. And I know they're already wonderful parents to the one that they have. So too is just going to add some
they're just doing
deliciousness.
Yes, it is.
They did everything right.
They really did.
They planned their wedding even before it was legal, and then they luckily, while planning their wedding, it became legal, and so they got to get married here in our home state. So you know who you are. Shout out to you and kudos to you, and we love you.
And well, with that being said, we are going to be having some guests come on the show. We're working on that.
Yeah.
In January, and want to let you guys know that our shows are going to be every Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We are on several Android applications or apps now. We're on Pocket Cast. We are on Podbean. You can get us on Stitcher. We're going to be getting on iTunes this week.
That's so exciting.
Yes, it is. And we're on Spreaker, of course. You can watch our videos, or if you have a YouTube account, just find Same Sex Dialogue on there. And under Kim Styles videos. If you can watch her videos, she does have some uploaded on there.
I need to be doing some more beauty tips. As a matter of fact, some emails that I haven't got to answer yet are asking me, Kim, please talk about some of your beauty tips. I will be doing that, and I'm going to be making a new video soon.
And we'll have that uploaded. Okay?
Absolutely.
And by the way, I like how you're perched up on that stool right now. So incredibly
Will you stop
sexy.
it?
So incredibly
You're just
sexy.
loving my boots today. I know. These boots weren't made for walking, baby.
I love them, honey. Guys, we'll be having a picture of that on the website as well. So it's samesexdialogue.com. And we have a Facebook account. You can, of course, it's Same Sex Dialogue. You can reach out to us on there. And I think that's going to be it for our show today. So,
and guys, we are super duper uber excited you joined us today. Please tune back in and have a great day.
Hey, thank you for joining us. I love you, honey.
Bye. I love you too.
Well, that's the end of the show. Have a question or want to put your 2 cents in? Send us an email or follow us on Twitter. But don't forget to subscribe for future shows because, well, you're nosy, and that's a good thing. Now, you don't have to go home, but you do have to get the hell up out of here. Ciao, baby.